Welcome back to Half Moon's Pick. Super Bowl 54 is here. We got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The final game of the season, the final video of my season. If you do want to see a video of me next week on Super Bowl props, tell you what, if 10 of you say yes, you want to see Super Bowl props video next week, in the description, I'll make a video in the description for next week. If not, then I'm taking the rest of the season off and relaxing, and I'll see you in September with my futures picks, as I did pretty good in futures this year. I did went ahead and bet some futures before the playoffs started, and I lost. I played a couple last week. I lost. I had the Chiefs scoring the most points in the conference playoffs, and that last field goal was San Francisco got them the win. I'm like, no, but I still got the Chiefs over San Francisco. I got the AFC winning from earlier in case at Baltimore. I like the Baltimore or the Chiefs, so I picked the AFC to win, and that's it. Overall for the year, I went 51%. That's with my Twitter and my video picks combined. I went 3-1 last week. I tagged both overs, and I got San Francisco cover, and only one I missed was Tennessee. I thought they'd keep it close. They lost by 11. I had them by 7.5. So 3-1. Good week last week. My 3-team teaser cast, and for the year I got 55% for my teaser pick of the week. Pretty good. Pretty much you can play anything on that teaser, I believe, last week, and it would have cashed no matter what. I don't know the unders, but I had the overs and I had both teams, and I actually won on the 4-team teaser as well. And that brings us to the comment of the week. The comment of the week comes from Walter Ballin. Packers did not lose in Oakland in California. It was an exhibition game. It was played in Canada. I'll take the Packers on the money line. Yep, that's one oversight I did happen to overlook last week. They did play in Winnipeg, Canada. But, you know, still Packers went 0-3 against California teams. 0-2 in California. And now they're 0-3 in California, as they did lose in San Francisco as well. So, and, hey, they went 0-1 in Canada. So Packers, you know, not a good record, especially on the road, you know, as far as, you know, traveling to Canada or California, either way you look at it. And they lost miserably. Both times they went to San Francisco. So let's get on with the pick. This year's Super Bowl 54, we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs playing in Miami. People say, how do you pick the Super Bowl? How do you predict the Super Bowl, and how do you like it? You know, I give you my values, my opinions, and what I do is I go Super Bowl history. That's one way. And then I match it up with teams' histories. And then I match up, you know, what have they done lately. And I take all three of those, combine it together, and give you my opinion on who I'm taking. So let's get on with this. All right, we go Super Bowl history. When's the last time two teams played in Miami in the Super Bowl? So we got the Chicago Bears versus the Indianapolis Colts in Super Bowl 41, where the Colts beat up the Bears 29-17. That game there, we were looking at the Colts -7 and the under and over at 47. It was kind of rainy most of that game as well, as you know, it happens in Miami, happens all over Florida, as I used to live there. And the Colts did cover the spread, as they were the favorite, the passing team versus the more defensive team, and it did fall under the total that game. So basically, Tony Dungy and Peyton Manning over Lovie Smith and Rex Grossman. Alright, so there you go. You got the favorite and the under in that game. Next we go in the latest Super Bowl, last year's Super Bowl. We got the Rams versus the Patriots, where you got the Sean McVay and Jared Goff versus Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Who won that matchup? We got the favorite, who's Tom Brady and Belichick, and under the total as well last year. That is a snooze fest as we remember that. And we got the better passer and the better coach in that game. So that was Super Bowl history. Better coach, better quarterback, and under the total. And let's go recently. When was the last time these two teams met? It was in 2018 in September, where Garoppolo did meet Patrick Mahomes in this shootout in Kansas City, and Kansas City did win by 11 points, where Garoppolo passed 20 for 30, 251 yards, 2 TDs, and he was sacked 4 times. To Mahomes, he went 24 to 38, 314 yards, 3 TDs, and 2 sacks. And now we look at the playoffs, and what have they done recently? We got San Francisco with the 2nd ranked offense with the 5th ranked defense, and Kansas City the 3rd ranked offense with the 10th ranked defense. And now we look at the postseason stats. What have they done now? We got the San Francisco rushing attack at 471 versus the Kansas City rushing attack at only 230. Then we go to the passing attack of Kansas City Chiefs at 608 compared to San Francisco's 11th ranked, in the playoffs, 191 yards. And the only reason they got 11th and not 12th as the Eagles less than them, but then again, San Francisco played 2 games. If you go to San Francisco, how many yards on rushing average on those 2 games? Only 95. So obviously they're the worst passing team in the playoffs. You look at the ATS spread for the year. We got the San Francisco 6-2 ATS on the road. San Francisco as well. ATS 6-2 on the road. Looking at the under and over ATS wise, both teams away 5-3 away on the under. History shows the best defense wins championships, but when I look at this, I go usually the best coach and quarterback will win the Super Bowl. And then you got to ask yourself, who do you trust in a pinch to get 99 yards in under a minute? You just trust Garoppolo, or do you trust Patrick Mahomes? For me, I'm going with the better coach, more excitement, the more reliability. I'm going with Andy Reid over Shanahan, and I'm going Patrick Mahomes over Garoppolo. So give me Kansas City Chiefs -1.5 and the under 54. Well, that's it for the year. Unless you want to see me, like I said, I'm going to 10 people. If I see 10 comments below that they want to see a props bet video next week before the Super Bowl, then I'll make a video. If not, I am taking the year off. If you just want me to tweet them, I'll tweet them as well. I can do that. Just let me know. What would you want? You want video, or do you want to tweet for the prop bets next week, or nothing at all? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for a great season, another wonderful season, and I will see you next year, maybe next week. Peace. You enjoy placing a few bucks on your favorite team? Maybe try your hand at cards or on the slots. Use me as a reference and head over to my Twitter and click on the link below and receive a new member bonus and help support this channel. Bovada, just better.